I clapped and it made my cat upset. Hey, my name's Emily. I'm the host of Get Offset, the channel that you're watching right now. And I have the mythical, the hard to get, the extremely limited Ayahuasca by Chase Bliss pedals. Before we talk about the pedal, I do want to say something about the limited nature of the pedal and the weird outrage that it has brought upon Chase Bliss. You know, this pedal, it's not for everybody. It's not priced for everybody. It's $400, and they made 100 of them in this run. And Joel from Chase Bliss it is his duty as a business owner to do things that are profitable for his company, that keep his employees employed and happy and healthy. And if that means doing a limited run of something he had 100 PCVs left of, yeah, then more power to him. I think this is a lot for his brand and their creativity and everything else associated with them and the quality of their pedals, that they can sell out 100 units of a $400 pedal in 10 minutes. So kudos to them. And I'm sorry if you didn't get one. So this is basically a fuzz that goes into a tremolo. You can make that. You can do that with other pedals if that's the sound that you want. I recommend the Metaverse Distortion. I believe they're about $180 if he still has any of those left at Metaverse. If you want, and if you feel like paying $750 for one on Reverb of these guys, that's totally your prerogative. It's your money. You should spend it the way that you want to. But kind of in the same way that, you know, concerts sell out and there are limited runs of different guitars and custom shop stuff, not everybody who wants one is going to get one. That's just kind of how it works. So I'm really sorry if you wanted one and you didn't get one, but do know that there are other options for you out there that can take you to that sonic journey. And if you're a Chase Bliss completist, I'm sorry. I hope you figure out how to get one day. But let's talk about the controls. Kind of not going to dig into the dip switches in this demo because it's a little complex. I'm going to start with the toggles. So this did not come with a manual, but I've tried to glean what everything does from other sources. So this is the toggle that selects what type of tremolo it is. All the way to the left seems to be traditional volume tremolo. In the middle, it's a harmonic tremolo based on this color knob. And all the way to the right, it's both, which is cool. You have two tremolo waveforms, and each one can do a sine wave, a square wave, or a triangle wave. You can combine them. You can do different things. And this blend knob, I think it's called blend. Yeah. This blend knob kind of helps you pick the central point between those two tremolos, is my understanding of it. Let's look at the other knobs though. We have the output. Well, let's start with the simple things. Let me look over here. So we have the output, and that's the volume coming out. We have the input, which is really neat because there aren't any other fuzz or distortion controls on this pedal. However, when you decrease the input, just like if you roll back the volume on your guitar before you play it in a fuzz pedal, it's cleaner, more overdriven, and then it gets into really, really nasty gated fuzz over here. We have the color knob, which is kind of like a tone control from what I was able to glean from it. And then we have the rate and the depth of the tremolo. You can tap in your tremolo rate as well. There are presets just like other things. There's ramping, there's holding, there's bouncing, and that's all in the back here with a couple other things. I'm not going to get into those. If you understand sort of the language of Chase Bliss pedals, it'll make more sense to you. Yeah, but that's enough about the talking. Let's go ahead and get into the playing. I have my Squier Supersonic from the Paranormal series with Lawler Imperial pickups. Have them on the coil split right now. And I'm playing into the Strymon Iridium Round B. So that's with the depth just in the middle. Let's check out the different waveforms. I think that's a good speed, and we have everything in the middle for the blend knob. So those are both on sine waves. So you can hear how moving that blend knob changes sort of the middle of the tremolo wave. It's really neat. Let's get them both on the triangle waves. Honestly, if I hooked up anything to an expression pedal, it would be the blend knob. I think that's really a cool thing to sweep between. Yeah, I like it. And square waves. Mixing types. So a lot of options there. Let's listen to the different tremolo types. So this is right now we're just on the volume one. Now we're going to move to the harmonics one. So things like depth, you're going to want to change based on, I think, namely the tremolo type setting, because when you have it on both, it almost is, it's a lot more subtle. There are also some differences in volume, which is fine, as long as you're aware of them and can compensate for them. But let's start adding in the input, because it's just like a nice overdriven sound. Well, there you have it. That's the ayahuasca on guitar. I think it's a really fun pedal. It's very much in line with my personal taste, so I'm really excited that I snagged one. I'm not going to be selling it on Reverb for $750, so because I think that's rude. But yeah, it's a really, I like it a lot. I know that Joel himself said it's not his favorite, that it's fine, and that is part of the reason he did not want to release, you know, thousands into the world, which I completely understand. You want to really spend the most time on the products you're most excited about. I'm excited about this. This is just, I think, really cool and neat, and has a lot of interesting things. I like being able to do two different waveform shapes, and I just think getting an expression pedal hooked up to this blend knob, or having that blend knob bouncing back and forth, will just be super cool. I am going to play around with that a lot this weekend, I think. And I think the fuzz is a little too gated for me to really crank, but somewhere in this lower level, I think is kind of ideal and really nice, and I'm a fan. The color knob is cool too. I think there's also some it's not a traditional tone knob from my understanding. There's something special about it, like a treble bleed going on in there or something. But yeah, it's cool. I think that, you know, the team at Chase Bliss did a really good job on this. I can see why it wouldn't be for everyone. And I can also see why people would want to spend, you know, a lot of money for it. So thank you for watching. Thanks for understanding. Please like, comment, subscribe below. And if you do buy one of the really expensive ones off of Reverb, please use the link in our video description so we can get 1% cash back on that to help support the channel. I mean, $7 is $7. I'm not going to complain about getting $7. If you just want to send us $7, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/getoffset. We also have a web store at getoffsetpodcast.com. So once again, thanks for watching. Thanks for understanding. Until next time, my name is Emily. Goodbye.